What's up guys, Vlad here. So this NVMe drive promises to be one of the fastest drive in the world. This is Team Group Cardea Z540, but can it live to the hype or the promise and beat the crucial T700 that I tested earlier that was indeed the fastest drive in the world? So let's hear a word from our sponsor and I'll show you everything about this drive. Looking for affordable Windows or Office keys? Look no further, I got you covered. Head over to sddkey.com, pick your Windows edition, use my discount code LE25 to get a 25% on any Windows or Office products. Once you complete your order, after a few seconds you will receive your code. In Windows, go to Settings, there should be an Activate Windows prompt at the bottom. Click that, enter your code and wait for Windows to finish activation. To check the activation status, use the command prompt with the command slmgr.vbs/xpr and you should receive a notification that the machine is permanently activated. Once again, use code LE25 at sddkey.com. So I'll try to keep this review sweet and short, nothing that is not needed, just facts. Obviously this is a Gen 5 drive, so insane speeds are a must. It comes with Phison E26 controller and for the NAND chips it uses Micron's newest B58R3D TLC NAND with 232 layers. DRAM cache chip is present here as well in the form of Hynix 4GB DDR4 4266 MHz, full name on the screen because seriously H9H blah 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 blah. So it also comes with an SLC cache size of 33% of the drive, which is enough to handle all bursts of write activity, which also means that it can withstand sustained loads for longer periods. The drive is rated for 1400 TB of written life expectancy and it is backed up with 3-year warranty. 2 TB drive here on the test and oh boy, let's see them results. I use the Asus ROG Strix B650E board paired with T-Force Delta Alpha DDR5 and Ryzen 5 7600X CPU. First of all, the classic Crystal Disk Mark test in which we got 12,237 MB for the read speed and 11,687 MB per second for write speed, but the drive did go up to 80 degrees, which is, in my eyes, a bit too much. But what is a good thing here is the drive is having a newer firmware than the T700 for example and does not throttle. Speeds are just a bit shy better than the crucial T700 drive, but that drive did throttle a lot. I mean, it would throttle during the test, could not keep up the speed, but when it falls back to Gen 4 speeds, it falls back to some ridiculous speeds around 5000 MB per second. So all in all, you need active cooling for that drive. But our Team Group counterpart here did actually great using only stock motherboard heatsink. And it didn't throttle in multiple tests, one followed by another. The second test is the AutoDisk benchmark in which this drive literally obliterated T700. As you can see that T700 actually thermal throttled midway through the test, while Z540 held all the way till the end and max temp I saw here was around 80 degrees again, but most of the time it was around 75 to 78 degrees with little bursts to 80 degrees for 1 or 2 seconds. Again, pretty great for this drive. The next test is the 3D Mark storage benchmark, which focuses on real-world gaming tests like loading games, game textures, saving games and so on. So pretty much it shows you how the drive will perform in day-to-day gaming usage scenario and most importantly latency, the lower the better or faster. But here is something that separates the Team Group drive from other drives, that is the direct storage optimized firmware, so games that utilize this feature will benefit from this drive even more. I also like to include the PC Mark 10 storage test here as well, and thanks to UL for providing the key for tests as well. The PC Mark 10 is a trace-based benchmark that uses a wide range, the set of real-world traces from popular applications and everyday tasks that you perform on your PC to measure the performance of storage devices. The results we got here is around 940 MB per second, which is some 80 MB more than the T700 drive with latency of 23 microseconds, which is 7 less than T700 drive. Impressive score once again. Alright, now a real-world copy, read and write test that I like to conduct also. So copying from the team group drive to another drive, writing to the team group drive from another drive, and copying files to itself. I use a mix of video files, 30 gigabytes in total. I even tried copying multiple folders around 100 gigabytes in size. Speeds were at max all the time, and I think that Windows has a limit here around 3.86 gigabytes per second. So good thing is that drive never ever saw a reduction in speed while doing these transfers, not even for a second. So all in all, this 2 terabyte drive will set you back $260 US, which is okay price for the world fastest drive as of now, and compared to other offerings as well. But it does have some drawbacks that I must mention. First of all, power consumption is a bit higher than other drives, around 2.2 watts if no power management is allowed, but if allowed, the idle power state falls back to 0.14 watts and puts this drive in the middle of all the drives that I have tested. But on the other hand, power draw while doing the sequential tests is among the highest tested, 7.5 watts while write tests and around 5 watts while doing the read test, which in both cases puts this drive at the very top of power hungry drives, which is not a good thing. Gaming tests shows power draw of around 3.5 watts on average, which again is higher than other drives. This might not mean anything to you, but I must include this info as it might give you better insight of this drive. And another negative thing that I noted is the highest recorded temperature of 80 degrees, but this is also a positive thing as there is absolute no higher temp than this, and absolutely no thermal throttling whatsoever, which matters the most if we are looking at pure speed and numbers here. And another thing that I would like to add is get a board that has a beefy heatsink for the main drive, or get an active cooler for it, as Team Group also sells one separately. Good thing is that it already comes with a graphene heatsink on it, which helps to dissipate the heat faster passively if you are using only the motherboard's heatsink. Of course, another positive thing is that this drive obliterated all the others and is currently ranked at the very top spot, so what else do I need to say? So if you want to hear my recommendation, if you're craving for the speed, you have money that is itching or burning your pockets, by all means get this drive. Get it right now, but if you have absolutely no need for these insane speeds, nor the need for bragging rights, amazing Gen 4 drives can be found for half the price and of course half the speed as well, but that is just my thoughts. Facts still remain, this is the fastest drive in the world, so sub to the channel, like and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one.